Good morning. Today I'll be talking about my research question, which is: do women and men have the same rights? I decided to specify in the United States. Rights are legal, social, or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement. Now, to answer my research question in one word, do women and men have the same rights? The answer is yes, they do have the same rights. Both women and men have the right to vote. Both women and men have the right to equal pay. Both women and men have the right of freedom. Both women and men have the right of marriage. And both women and men have the right to have a voice. To back up what I'm saying, the 19th Amendment was ratified on August 18, 1920, and it guarantees all American women the right to vote. The Equal Pay Act requires that men and women be given equal pay for equal work in the same establishment. There's acts, amendments, and titles for women's rights. Nevertheless, these rights are not always followed. I'll be talking about professional, financial, and sexual oppression towards women, also compared to men. Firstly, I decided to put this case out of many I found because Walmart is a retail store that we are all familiar with and has a great impact in our lives as consumers, but also impacts many families because it employs thousands of citizens. This lady named Jamie Stem was paid nearly $250,000 due to an unequal right from Walmart. Walmart didn't hire her due to her pregnancy. Nevertheless, Ms. Jamie Stem is protected by the Pregnancy Discrimination Act, that it forbids discrimination based on pregnancy when it comes to any aspect of employment, including hiring, firing, pay, job assignments, promotions, layoff, training, fringe benefits such as leave and health insurance, and any other term or condition of employment. The Business Insider uploaded an article written by Sonam Seth and Sky Gould in March 8th in 2017 about gender pay gap. Here I illustrate a picture of the United States which provides each state's gender gap percentage. As you can see, the darker the color is, the higher the percentage is. The average pay gap in the United States is around 21%, which means that a woman earns 21% less than a man. For instance, in Louisiana, the gender pay gap is 34.7%, the biggest pay gap in the United States. Now, you may be asking yourself, why, if women have these equal pay rights and discrimination acts in favor of them, why is there still oppression? Centuries ago, every right you can ever imagine was denied to women. Centuries passed, decades passed, time went by. The world evolved and rights slowly were ratified. But men kept a mindset of stereotyping women as housewives, as women were born to take care of the children. That mindset still goes on. I can back up what I'm saying with these studies I found by the Harvard Business School. These studies indicate how women view high positions as equally attainable but less desirable than men. Study number 1 and 2 asked women to list their life goals. Compare the results with men. Overall, women listed more goals. Nevertheless, a small portion of that list was related to achieving power at work. Studies 3 and 4 compared women's view to men that high level positions as less desirable yet equally attainable. Studies 5, 6, and 7 indicated that when they faced the possibility of promotion at their current place or obtaining a high power position, men and women both anticipated positive outcomes, such as money, prestige, among others. But women anticipated more negative outcomes like conflict. Women associated high level positions with conflict, which explained the relationship between gender and the desirability of professional advancement. Moving into sexual oppression, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention did a national intimate partner and sexual violence survey, which was conducted in 2010, indicates that 1 in 71 men have been raped at some time in their lives, which is 1.4%. It also indicates that 1 in 5 women, which is 18.3%, indicated that have been raped at some time in their lives. There is a very big difference of numbers in these statistics. The Office of Justice Programs has the National Crime Victims' Rights Week, which states that from 2010 up to 5 years later, there has been no significant change. Here, I provide 2 tables from the NISVS provided in 2010. It's pretty much what I stated in my previous slide. In conclusion, men and women do have the same rights. Nevertheless, men don't follow them or they pass unnoticed. Thank you very much for watching, and this is my works cited.